Hello and welcome to another Ghost of Tsushima Legends video. In this one we're going to be taking a hindsight look at some of the patch notes, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming raids update going to be on the 30th. So let's just jump right into it. This is the first one I found. It's on the Attack of the Fanboy. It's the oldest article on the patch notes, so let's just go right through it. Update 1.13 full patch notes. Say goodbye to network error pop-ups. Alright. And here are the patch notes. It's not very big. The first thing I want to talk about is, it's not mentioned here, but if you have been doing the gear glitch where you go into the nightmare mission and then you use like a rubber band or something and hold down your joystick and go backwards out of the area to die, and then tape down your square button to constantly reload the mission to get infinite gear, that has been patched, and there's no longer any way to do that, and the only way to get gear is to do it normally, the way it is intended, which is really going to be just farming and grinding out gold and nightmare story missions, because let's be honest, survival mode does not have enough rewards for it to be viable for farming. Alright, anyways, let's get into the patch notes. The first thing here is resolve the bug causing frequent network error pop-ups. The first thing here is, from personal experience, I can say that this has not been entirely fixed. Before this update, I personally was experiencing two network error pop-ups, one that would just pause the game for a second, and one that would completely shut me out of any an online session that I was in, or even shut me out all the way to the story mode of the game, so I have to go back into Legends mode. That I haven't experienced since the update, but I have experienced the network error pop-ups in the same frequency. So this hasn't actually been fixed, and I hope it does become fixed. And I have done testing. It's not on my end. I've played other games online, and I've not experienced network error pop-ups. So it seems to just be Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and I hope it actually does get fixed, even in like a ghost patch or something. But we'll have to wait and see for that. Resolve the bug preventing Platinum Trophy armor dye from appearing in New Game Plus. Haven't actually played New Game Plus, didn't know this was a bug, but I hope that if anyone out there has, that you now have your Platinum Trophy armor dye, if you like it. So, that's good to hear. Resolve the bug causing some users to become stuck in the Legends tutorial. Also didn't know this one actually existed, but it's good to know that more people can actually play. That's good. We definitely really need it, because there's some pretty bad players out there. Added support for PlayStation Network players met functionality to Legends. That's also something it's just a nice thing to have, quality of life for the most part. Pretty good though. I can't say it's a bad thing. And then various other bug and crash fixes like the gear glitch to get legendary and epic and constant gear for just dying and restarting the mission over and over and over again, like I said at the beginning of the video. Alright, so that's all the update notes we have here. Going to the Twitter of Ghost of Tsushima, or of Sucker Punch. You'll be able to play the Ghost of Tsushima Legends raid beginning on October 30th. This is the raid, the culmination of all of the EO storyline, or the storyline that we've been playing through in Legends. So that's kind of exciting. Some things to talk about is that matchmaking is not supported for the raids, which, depending on your prerogative for that, is good or bad. And it's actually going to be key 100 to play. So it's even more than the Nightmare mode, which is key 95 if I remember correctly. So it's going to be 4 players running through a story-style linear mission, and it's going to require a bunch of cooperation and well-thought-out strategies to be able to overcome. So that's actually exciting, another challenge that we're going to be able to play through in the Legends update. I still can't believe that this is free for people that own the game. But yeah, that's all we have for the raid. That's coming out on the 30th. It's the culmination of the EO storyline and 4 players, no matchmaking. So depending on your prerogative, you can see that as a good or a bad thing. Generally, I see it as a mix of both. It's a good thing because, well, there's some players out there that really don't want to work as a team and just kind of want to run through on their own and do everything themselves. And there's some other players that really want to work together as a team and know that you actually have to work together as a team, and sheer skill is not going to get you through the raids. But that is it. So let's talk about some things that we might want to see from future updates. Number one thing is I obviously want to see this being fixed. It is a shame that it's not fixed right now, but if it were fixed, it would be much better. So I assume they're probably going to ghost patch it in the next few days once they see that it's not actually been fixed, or that players are still reporting the problem. But I'm not assuming it's going to stay a problem for much longer. Other things to talk about is, like I said at the beginning of this video, something I want updated pretty quickly is going to be the survival mode. Number one, we only have 4 maps. 4 maps in survival mode it's a good healthy starting amount, but I would hope to see at least a double by the time we get towards the end of updates, if that even is a thing. I would like to see a few more maps in survival mode for sure. That, and I want to see a change to how survival mode gives its rewards. Because right now, it's not worth it. If you're doing legendary farming, it's just not worth the rewards you get. Because you could easily do 2.5 story missions of the same difficulty in the time you do a survival mode mission. Get way more gear and experience. So I would like to see, a way I would fix it would be by updating the way that gear drops to give you better gear, or even a guaranteed legendary if you, for example, do all of the bonus objectives, or if you don't lose a single defense point in survival, giving you better rewards, guaranteed legendary, or like a guaranteed class item or something like that. Would be really cool to see. But other than that, that's about it for this relatively small update. It's a good update. It's like a week 1, or like a day 1 or week 1 patch for this game. Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next, and I'm very excited, and I'm going to be playing the hell out of raids when they show up on the 30th. So that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed.